Magic trail by 16.
When you look at the Wizards, Kevin, last season they just didn't have the kind of growth their fans were expecting or hoping for. I mean, they were never really able to find any momentum the whole season and basically just coasted before they slid south.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Gentlemen, for John Wall and the Washington Wizards, getting more wins is clearly the focus. As Wall said, the main thing is always winning. That's what it has to be. To be a great point guard, to be one of the best point guards in this league, you've got to win. You can have all the points, you can have all the steals, you can have all the dunks. But if you're not winning games, then it doesn't mean anything. Wall understands that it doesn't always happen overnight. We're committed to doing it the right way, he said. It's a building process. You've got to understand that. Kevin, it takes a little patience.
Well, they've definitely added some quality size, Doris. No question about that. We'll see how they do. The Magic making a switch here. Ian's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Serafin's checked in. Duhan kicks to Afflalo. Rebound by the Wizards. Going back to the Wizards, if you don't ever build any momentum, it makes the road that much more difficult, Steve.
Yeah, they had a lot of problems on the road, but, you know, Kevin, bad teams are going to struggle at home, and they're going to be atrocious on the road. Washington was a bad team last year.
Ish Smith, he's checked in for Chris Duhan. Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for the Wizards. He dishes it to Crawford. Kicks it to Okafor. Here's the kid. Launches it, and that is good. The kid's got 16 points.
First and foremost, for me, it's his three-point shooting that's the most entertaining. Every trip down, he is a threat to bury one from almost anywhere on the floor.
There's one other thing about him that I like. It's how easy he makes it look to change his shot in midair, and usually with defenders all around him. Because of that, it's really hard to block one of his shots.
And Okafor with the block. Knocked loose. The feed now to Ariza. He kicks to Okafor. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
A notable trade in the summer was when Okafor and Ariza were sent to the Wizards in exchange for Rashard Lewis. Not a bad haul for Washington to get 2 starters with 1 move and to get rid of a big contract, too.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Ian. Chris Singleton, he's checked in for the Wizards. Webster comes in for Jordan Crawford. Smith outside. And the kid picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And going back to that trade for Okafor, you know, he and Nene really could pair up nicely together. And the 4 and the 5 spots are basically interchangeable anyway. But you think about defensively now for the Wizards, the strength, the size they have with these 2 guys. I think this gives them a chance to improve big time.
Another steal. Here's the kid, covered by Smith. Here's the kid. Wizards passing it around. Okafor gets the bucket. Okafor's got 9.
They can do no wrong offensively.
Everything's dropping, guys, and that confidence, it gets infectious and contagious.
Here in the 2nd quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Redick kicks to Smith. Rebound by Webster.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Well, the big challenge for the Wizards the last few years has been defensively. They just haven't put forth the effort. I think they're such a young squad that they really didn't have a foundation for defense. So that's something that they're trying to build as we speak. And they've got a long way to go.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. The kid in their last game against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He finished with 63 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
And Doris, much appreciated. Guys, maybe another excellent night for him here.
I think so, Kevin. At least we know he wants to have that same sort of game plan. He's definitely got some nice momentum riding into tonight.
I think it's easy as a player to continue that momentum when you come off such a fantastic game like the last one. It's easy to just keep it rolling. That rim looks really big out there.
Nice shot by Smith. Going back to the Washington Wizards, Clark, they're taking strides to encourage more defensive play, and sometimes it paid off, sometimes it didn't. Young team still developing, and they think they're headed, though, in the right direction, at least defensively.
Well, they had a reward system, Kevin, for players taking charges, and you actually could see it in the stats. They seem to have started to turn the corner defensively at the end of last season.
They are trying to pull away here, continuing to add to this lead.
Well, Steve, no time is a good time to let up in my mind. I mean, you got to continue to just play the game no matter what the score is. No mercy being shown out there, and they're looking to pull away. I like that.
Davis kicks to Harkless. That's tipped. 6 to shoot. One-on-one fast break. And Okafor slams it in.
Guys, I'm going to need just a second to get myself together here.
Leaves you speechless, doesn't it, Clark? Huh? Wow.
Man, I don't blame you, Clark. That dunk was unbelievable.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Sprite. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Martin inside. He's guarded by Aflalo. Gets it to go. The kid's got 10 points in the quarter.
Wow, he is just burying shot after shot from long range.
And he'll keep calling and begging for the ball, I'm sure.
And through the first half, a pretty